When I was very young, William Burroughs told me I was shamanistic. I had to look it up in the dictionary. I wasn't quite sure what shamanistic was. These are words that help people define states of being. But I think in the end, words or not words, it's a natural state of being. I mean, you think of like some of the most honored saints, like the Little Flower, Saint Teresa, or Saint Francis. Simplicity was part of their beauty, in tune with nature. Simplicity has its beauty. You know, a farmer, you look at farmers in the old way. My husband's grandparents were farmers. They were farmers till they were almost 100 years old, still digging up potatoes. And that, to me, they seemed like the most spiritual people. They were simple. They lived in a little shack and they made their own potatoes and corn. And they never tried to destroy nature, just take and give back. And you think of a great sculptor like Brancusi. What was he seeking? More than anything, simplicity. It took Brancusi a whole lifetime to create an egg, which a chicken makes every day. Even the chickens in the train going from Luxembourg to Paris in 1969. Just this simple egg. And Brancusi saw in this simple egg, created by nature, by God, as being the perfect shape. When Giotto, there was a big competition to do, was it St. Petersburg, or in any event, to do a very important dome. All of the architects were sending big plans, giant drawings, all kinds of writings to try to get the commission to make this dome. Giotto took a piece of paper, and he had such a steady, perfect hand. He made a perfect circle without any instrument, a perfect circle. And he said, okay, that's my audition. That is what I send. Everyone's saying, Giotto, you can't just send that. He said, trust me, it'll be enough. And he got the job because it was perfect, simple and perfect. And in simplicity is perfection. And that is probably the easiest and also the most challenging way to greet your God.